This episode is sponsored by Neutrogena. For over 90 years, Neutrogena has advanced skin health for all skin types. Our secret? Formulation expertise that blends scientifically proven ingredients with innovative technology. Maximum efficacy with unparalleled aesthetics. That's beauty to a science.
Hello and welcome to the Science of Skin podcast. This is a special episode sponsored by Neutrogena, if you didn't figure that out already. I am Dr. Ted Lane. I'm a board-certified dermatologist living and practicing in Austin, Texas. To my right is my co-host, Dr. Patty Ferris. Patty, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. But our special guest is to our left. Dr. Hussein, how are you?
I am so excited to be here.
So please tell us what your role is at Neutrogena.
Absolutely. So I work on the translational science team at Neutrogena.
Okay.
So I focus on taking the science, understanding it, and making it easy to understand for our patients and our consumers.
Okay, well, Patty and I definitely need that. So today we are talking about this new line from Neutrogena. It's curated just for acne, and it's called the Evenly Clear line. And we're going to go into a few of the products, and we have Dr. Hussein here who helped formulate these products to walk us through all the technology, because even though these are mass market products, guys, there is a ton of science behind them.
Absolutely. And I think one of the things, let's sort of set it up for our listeners. We all have patients in our practice. Adult patients, huge increase in adult, especially females with acne. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we have the teens. Mm-hmm. We have an office full of patients with acne. And I always look at acne as sort of biphasic, Ted. I look at it as the acute phase when you're dealing with the breakouts. And then there's the dreaded post-acne marks or post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, as we call it as dermatologists. So this line, which is so cool, is really designed to address both of the phases of acne.
Absolutely. And I think as dermatologists, Dr. Hussein, we're really starting to think about the post-acne marks, even acne scarring, as part of the acne journey, not a sequelae of acne, but literally part of the acne journey. Mm-hmm. And so I'm so happy that this line addresses the post-acne marks, because for our patients, quite honestly, that might be the most important thing to address.
Certainly the most cosmetically concerning for many, especially patients with skin color.
Absolutely. And that's really what we were thinking about when we were developing this line. We were thinking about how do we prevent it? How do we treat it? How do we maintain it? And the entire life cycle of the acne. Acne is a journey, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't necessarily go away just because routines go away. So we really had that mindset when we were developing this line, and we're so excited to see it come to life.
Well, let's jump in. So the first product that we're going to talk about is the Evenly Clear Acne Cleanser. Yes. It's got the 2% salicylic acid, which is a beta hydroxy acid. We know that's lipophilic.
Yep.
It helps to exfoliate within the hair follicle, which is so important. But then it's got the polyhydroxy acid as well, right?
That's right.
The gluconolactone. Can you just tell us a little bit about that ingredient?
Absolutely. So the beauty about this ingredient is that there was data published that at 2% polyhydroxy acid in a danzyl chloride study has shown to actually exfoliate even in rinse-off products. So you're getting this benefit in one simple step in a very short-term application time, which is the reason why we selected it for this cleanser. Now, the other amazing thing about this ingredient is that it's a humectant. So it attracts the moisture, right? We all know barrier is so important, especially in our acne patients. So we really thoughtfully designed this cleanser to have an exfoliant that works, but also respects the barrier.
Totally agree.
Yeah, and polyhydroxy acid, such a great choice. Let's talk a little bit about the next product, because I think this one is very cool. The Evenly Clear Acne Gel Moisturizer. Some of my all-time favorites in here. You do have salicylic acid again, but N-acetylglucosamine, which I'm going to let you talk about, as well as a pre- and postbiotic complex.
Sure.
So tell us about this. I know this one's designed not only to moisturize, but also to mitigate a little bit with regards to the post-acne marks.
Absolutely. So the thought process here is we wanted something that was aesthetically elite, right? It's aesthetically elegant, absorbs really quickly, layers really well on the skin. But sometimes you have to make a trade-off. Either it's going to be rough on your skin, but you get the aesthetics, or you get the aesthetics and it doesn't work. But why can't we have it all? I mean, don't we all want everything all at once?
We
so
do.
that's right. So that was our whole thought process here. So you have your 0.5% salicylic acid to help you maintain your acne. The other piece of it is this 2% N-acetylglucosamine. There's also data to support that there is an exfoliation benefit at 2%. And it's also a building block of hyaluronic acid. So naturally found in the skin, which is what makes it such a mild exfoliator. So works really well with a lot of patient types. Absolutely love that ingredient. Now, the other thing to call out is that there's a pre and postbiotic complex, right? So the prebiotics are there really just to help support the natural microbiome. We do understand that there is a component of the microbiome to the acne patients, right? So we want to think of this holistically. Let's treat the acne, let's manage the microbiome while also trying to exfoliate away the post-acne marks.
I love that,
Me
Patty.
too.
I mean,
That's great.
it makes so much sense, especially that pre and postbiotic complex.
Absolutely.
We know that acne patients are dysbiotic, for example. We see acne obviously plays a huge role, but there's a dysbiotic effect, which could be leading to a lot of the inflammation.
Exactly.
So trying to get rid of that dysbiosis and achieve homeostasis of the microbiome is one of the important ways to help treat acne that I think a lot of us don't really talk about.
Absolutely. It actually has clinically proven hydration and has been clinically shown to strengthen the skin moisture barrier, which is so important, right? We want to make sure we're respecting the barrier while also treating our acne and also treating the post-acne marks all in one.
So the next product we're going to talk about is something I thought this was really cool. It's called the Acne Cleansing Mask.
That's right.
It's got bentonite clay in it, which I'm a huge fan of. Patients love bentonite clay. It helps to reduce the oiliness and it just feels good on the skin. But the active in this is benzoyl peroxide with the I don't think I've ever heard of a benzoyl peroxide plus bentonite clay mask. That's actually a rinse off.
That's right.
Talk about this one.
Absolutely. So there's always an overlap between your acne patients as well as oily skin, right? So that's where your bentonite clay comes in. We want to make sure to get rid of, or at least help our patients manage the oily skin feature. Now, where the benzoyl peroxide comes in, that can be really disruptive either to your barrier. It could be, we don't want that downside, right? Yeah. That's been kind of our underlying theme here is that barrier goes hand in hand. Yeah. So we were playing with contact time here. Yeah. And when you think about it, it's 3.5%. The reason it's a cleansing mask is some people can't tolerate that as a leave-on all at once. So you can start it off as a cleanser, use it in the shower, make it your nice shower cleanser, and then you can build your way up to using it as a mask, maybe up to that 5 minutes mark, and then you rinse it off. So you see the effects, you do it without over drying, you help the patient manage the tolerability of it, and at the same time, that's how you can overcome the adherence issues that we tend to have sometimes.
Love that.
Patty, I just think this is a great idea because
love that.
When you think about it for the face is one thing, but what about for the body as well, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, you could do a shorter contact on the face, a longer contact on the body, and it's one product for both areas.
How about low back knee?
The back knee, right? Exactly. Or on the shoulders, right?
Yeah, shoulders
and
so chest and back.
Exactly.
I love one product that can be applied in all areas for acne.
Absolutely.
We achieve greater compliance with that.
Exactly.
And the 3.5% benzoyl peroxide, that short contact really resonates with me because I remember in dermatology, we had a foam that was a short contact foam for a little while.
That's right.
And it worked really well. I don't know that we still have it, but this is great. I think this is a wonderful product. And then when you combine this with the gel that we just talked about with the pre and postbiotic,
that's right.
Benzoyl peroxide is an antimicrobial. It carpet bombs the microbiome. So if we're able to do a pre and postbiotic after this,
exactly.
I understand how all these products are coming together now.
That's right.
Yeah, they're formulated.
I love it.
In a
so they can
way.
be used individually as well, which is also great, right? You need versatility when you guys are treating your patients, and OTC options are always needed. There's insurance issues. There's other prescription restrictions sometimes. Who wants to fill out another PA? I mean, honestly, not I. Absolutely not. So
none of us.
So it's always nice to have those options to pick and choose for your treatment
so
regimen.
Right. I mean, definitely, we're recommending more and more OTCs in our acne patients.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Healthy skin isn't magic, it's science. At Neutrogena, we've spent over 90 years perfecting formulations with proven ingredients and cutting-edge innovation. The result? Skin that looks and feels its best. Neutrogena, beauty to a science.
Let's talk about the next product.
Sure.
Another total winner. Evenly Clear Retinoid with 0.1% adapalene. Now, we're all familiar with adapalene, and obviously it's a tried and true, very valued derm ingredient, but I know Neutrogena has their own spin on it. So tell us what makes this retinoid different.
It's like your gold standard acne solution. And that's why no acne line is complete without the adapalene, right? So the first thing you think about, there's a reason why, it was so successful as an RX to OTC switch, that few years ago, and why it's so readily available. It's the one-stop solution. And the best part is because this line is targeted for adults, it works also with other benefits. You have the exfoliation benefit that comes with adapalene, which we know can also target post-acne marks as well, right? Exactly. So it's kind of a nice all-in-one solution. If you're thinking about an adult acne patient, they're busy. Like how many different steps do we realistically think they're going to be able to adhere to? So that's why adapalene is so important with the exfoliation, where you're getting the acne benefit, you're also getting post-acne. You also have anti-inflammatory benefits from this ingredient, which also helps treat the acne as well. That's right.
Mitigate the PIA.
That's true.
If I can nerd out a little bit about adapalene,
I'm here for it.
I love this retinoid. It's a third generation retinoid. It is not broken down in the sun, so it is photostable. We think it's safe for pregnant women as well, for example. So I see adapalene as being kind of the worldwide retinoid that it also has cosmetic benefits. We know that it builds collagen and has anti-pigment benefits. So there's a lot of reasons for this to work really well for many, many people with acne. And even if you just want to plump up those fine lines and wrinkles, you know what I'm saying? Like this is a great
for an adult acne patient.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
All right, I think we've got one more, and this is the Evenly Clear Acne Exfoliant.
That's right.
We've talked about a lot of products that have exfoliating ingredients, but this one's primarily for that person which wants kind of a blend of exfoliating ingredients. And I think it's a really intelligent blend. Do you want to just walk us through what's in there?
Absolutely. So like we've been seeing with this trend, the 0.5% sal acid, to make sure we're still getting those baseline acne benefits. But this is where the beauty of PHA comes in. So you have the 2.5% PHA, help respect the barrier. We know it's a mild, humectant, moisture binding exfoliator. Now you pair that with the mandelic acid that's in there. Mandelic acid is ideal for oily skin, right? But this whole blend came together to balance the efficacy with the tolerability, right? This was literally our whole theme in mind with this entire line. So we thoughtfully created ingredients at certain levels that will still be efficacious, but not to the point where people won't want to use them just because they're so harsh and irritating to the skin.
Patty, this is a great blend. It's an AHA BHA blend. So we got and PAHA. AHA BHA PHA.
Oh, wait a minute. That's
trademark.
Amazing. Yeah, trademark.
So we've got 5% glycolic acid. So it's your alpha. You got the 0.5% sal acid. That's your beta. And then you've got mandelic acid as well, which is kind of in between, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where does it fit in there?
I think it's more of an alpha.
I think it's an alpha too. Okay. I love mandelic acid. I love that you have it in here.
Yes.
And then you've got your 2.5%
sal.
Polyhydroxy acid.
That's right.
I mean, this is a great product. My kids love the AHA BHA pads. They love that.
That's right.
I don't know why, but they love the pads.
Yeah.
But this is great because it involves so much more. I love this product. I think this will do really well for patients.
Absolutely. And especially when they can see those instant results, that just inspires them more to do it again and again, stay compliant, and really see the benefits over time.
Yeah. Who doesn't love a great exfoliator?
Right.
That's irritating. Me too. Makes your skin look great. Let's not forget there is one more product.
There is.
That I want.
There's a bonus product in here.
This is a bonus product. We're in the bonus round.
Bonus round.
This is Evenly Clear Clarifying Spray with hypochlorous acid, which is all the rage on social media. As you know, I mean, who would have thunk? Hypochlorous acid, which we've been using in the dermatology offices for umpteen million years.
Absolutely.
Now all of a sudden it's everywhere. So let's talk about it. And why did you put it in this line?
Absolutely. So everyone needs an on-the-go solution, right? Sometimes you just can't get to, taking care of your face every moment of every day. So why not have an on-the-go, like it's just going to fight your impurities anywhere, anytime. It's just such a nice, easy on-the-go solution. And sometimes you just want to feel like you're doing something, even if you physically can't get to a sink or get to your bathroom. So that's really what the idea behind it was. Now, where Neutrogena came to play is we take our formulations very, very seriously. So what this formula right here in this spray is very thoughtfully crafted to make sure that the hypochlorous acid stays stable, right? Because there is no point in you having a non-stable hypochlorous acid. You will essentially spray water on your face. So this formula right here is very, very thoughtfully crafted to make sure that it withstands the stability requirements to make sure it's still efficacious by the time you use it.
And this is why you stick with major brands.
Absolutely. Major brands. And one thing that you said, which I'll reiterate, the attention to formulation with Neutrogena is probably unparalleled, truthfully. And I love that explanation of it. And such a great product for people on the go.
That's right.
Young adult females, also our teens. Throw it in your gym bag, something you can use before you have a chance to take a shower.
Yeah.
Just a great addition. What a cool line. And I love the name, by the way, Evenly Clear.
Yeah.
It's really
so cool with
addressing the acne
yeah.
as well as the post-inflammatory component.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I think that this line, especially as dermatologists learn more about this line, we're going to turn to this for our mild to moderate acne patient, whether adult or teen.
Right.
Because there are combinations that you can make within this regimen, within this product line to make a regimen, for example.
Sure.
Or you could do picky choosy and just, for example, just take the serum and use that as a great exfoliator. I really like this. And if we think about this and then you add some of your great sunscreens, for example, which now have the antioxidant blend, which Patty and I have always talked about. So we love this new generation of Helioplex as well in your Ultra Sheer line. I think that there's a great opportunity for us to turn to Neutrogena for our acne patients and really be able to not only treat, but support their kind of journey through acne.
Absolutely. And there's such a wide variety of products, right? Like we have patches in there as well. Like we really like to take care of our acne patients end to end. But even outside of acne, we're always making sure to deliver the best for all of our patients and consumers everywhere, especially for our derms to be partners.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah.
We love that about you people.
We love it too.
Thank you so much for listening to the Science of Skin podcast. This episode, of course, has been sponsored by Neutrogena. We just covered the Evenly Clear line for acne patients, whether adult or teen. My name is Dr. Ted Lane. This is Dr. Patty Ferris. We had Dr. Hussein, who was joining us as a scientific expert. If you enjoyed the podcast, please give us a 5-star rating. Please subscribe as well. We found that the growth of the podcast occurs through word of mouth. So if you have a colleague who's interested in podcasts, please let them know about the Science of Skin. We would really appreciate it. And of course, the Science of Skin Summit is coming up September in Austin. So please join us there to learn even more. Thank you so much for listening.
"90 years of expertise and innovation. Neutrogena brings you skincare powered by science, delivering results you can trust and beautiful aesthetics you can feel. That's Neutrogena, beauty to a science.